After what feels like forever, we're finally here. The first look at Godzilla Minus Zero. Personally, I find this really exciting, and I want to get my initial early thoughts out. This might be a very low-key, more ramble video. I don't know if I'll edit the audio or any visuals, but I just wanted to put it up. And I dearly apologize that this is not my normal content, but this is something I'm very, very excited about, and I want to talk about the first Godzilla. The previous movie, Godzilla Minus One, is absolutely my favorite movie of all time. I'm sorry, District 9. Since 2023, you have been dethroned, but I love it so much, and I'm very excited for the sequel. It seems to be the same directing crew. Cinematography-wise, it looks pretty much right where we left off in a good way. Stated beforehand as a direct sequel to the previous movie. We're clearly going beyond Japan to other countries, which I think is a good touch. I feel the American government will have a large role to play in this film. Specifically, it is the American government that says something like, if their operations fails, we finally get to use this. Meaning that they could have put two and two together and realized that their bombs were what made Godzilla, and could have got to work replicating that in some form. Whether that be some little animal they had around the facility, or a kaiju that I speak about later on in this video. 1954 is when the bombs initially dropped, and 2 years later is when Godzilla Minus One takes place. This film, Godzilla Minus Zero, takes place 2 years after that. So 4 years post-war. Meaning whatever monster could have been made if they got right to work could be ready now. And if 2 years is how long these monsters take to cook in this universe, the wife's mutation could be ready to activate by now. Meaning we could potentially see 2 monsters in this film, fighting Godzilla, so 3. This American kaiju that's made could be a redux of King Ghidorah. They could be stripping out a lot of his space origins, which would suck, or alternatively, they could write in that whatever animal that they mutated for this experiment to replicate the bombs, as my initial theory was, it could be this animal could have been from space, some sort of, I guess a little tiny baby King Ghidorah if they want to do the GMK route. But regardless, I still think it's him, because in this scene coming up later, you see gravity manipulation, and what other monster could have used this if not King Ghidorah's gravity beams? Well, unless they want to introduce a new kaiju, which then there's no point in speculating because it can be anything. But I have a feeling they want to take it a classicer route. If Godzilla Minus One was the reinterpretation of the original Godzilla, I think they want to maybe make more reintroductions of classic Showa era Toho monsters, such as King Ghidorah. And a fun touch I think they should go with, based on the coloring of the poster and just general feels of how these movies really approach the source material, I think it would be nice to go with the original King Ghidorah's beta design with the rainbow colors. I think that would look really nice. And to speak less about the plot and more on Godzilla himself, I like that he is now that he's regenerated, he's more broad. He's like really big. You can see in the shoulders, his dorsal fins are sticking out compared to his Minus One design, where he's more, I guess, slim and more bottom heavy with the legs. I remember when the first movie came out, we initially were joking that he was more feminine built with his gigantic, it was fun to see that they really either evened him out or switched the proportions to now he's more top heavy. Either way, I think would really, really cool, and I really love how he looks. Overall, I'm very, very excited.